So what you just watched was me riding my new Himiway e-bike down the path behind the house. In this video, Kaylee and I are actually going to be going to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to the Great American Outdoor Show, and we're going to be linking up with the Himiway booth, and we're going to be checking out some of the e-bikes that they have right there on site. So we're excited to go check it out, and we're excited to take you guys along with us. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Brandon at the Great Outdoor Show here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Brandon's with Himiway, and we've been checking out these bikes. And as you know, Kaylee and I got one of these Himiway bikes, e-bikes, and they've been absolutely awesome. They're no doubt the best fat tire e-bike on the market, in my opinion. And today, Brandon's going to tell us a little bit about why they're great for the average hunter out there, and maybe interest you in checking them out and seeing what you think.
Absolutely, and we want to thank you for coming out and checking us out and enjoying our product.
Absolutely.
So first off, starting with why we have the choices of something like this over a traditional ATV or mountain bike or utilitarian vehicle for hunting is they're much more quieter. And you don't get that a lot with dirt bikes and ATVs and even trucks. They're a little bit more nimbler. You can get them in places that you can't get other vehicles. They have a payload capacity of 400 pounds on this.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's real easy to get pick up. If you're out hunting and you have a deer stuck somewhere, it's really easy to just hook them up, drag them down, and it's real easy to access for certain trails and everyday use.
And like you said, they're so quiet that you can sneak in and out of there without anything even knowing you're there. And they have really good traction with that fat tire on it, essentially like a dirt bike. You don't have to worry about slipping and sliding around. What are some of the other advantages to them?
Well, as far as other EV bikes and EV vehicles, we have one of the longest ranges in this line. So you can get anywhere from 60 to 80 miles on a single charge. And whenever you're alternating with the pedals, you can double that.
Which is incredible. Think about that, 60 to 80 miles on one charge on one of these e-bikes. I could drive up and down our entire farm for a week and not get,
Exactly.
60 to 80 miles. And the power that they have is pretty impressive too. When you have it on the setting for all electric and you hit that, it almost lifts the front tire right off the ground if you're not ready for it. But there's obviously a ton of people that are here at the Great Outdoor Show, and a lot of them are showing a lot of interest in these e-bikes, and this is something that I think hunters are going to really be able to utilize a lot more so in the future than what people think. Four-wheelers are kind of detrimental to the ground that you're riding on, especially if it's wet. It cuts things up, and that's not the case with these. Not only are they quiet, they're not tearing the ground up and your woods up where you're going with it. So,
and one of the advantages too with the Cobra model is we use 26 by 4.8 inch tires. So they're pretty fat tires. And they can really get the job done. It gives it a bit more stability and traction, and really takes care of the sliding issues that you may have with some of the smaller ones, or even smaller dirt bikes or ATVs.
Yeah, and they have the option, obviously, if you don't want to use the electric or the E part of the bike at all, you can go,
full bicycle mode.
Full bicycle mode, and if you hit a hill, then you can add a little assist. So you're still getting, if you're looking at them for a workout, they're a great bike for that as well.
Exactly.
So I think Kaylee and I are going to keep looking around the show here, but I really appreciate Brandon
Thanks so much for stopping by.
spending the time with us and checking these out. We are going to put a link in the description of this video. If you guys are interested in this bike, you'll actually get a little discount if you use that link. So I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you on the next one. We do want to thank Himiway for inviting us to the Great American Outdoor Show, and going over to their booth and getting to talk to Brandon about the bikes and seeing all the new bikes they've come out with. They've got a lot of really, really awesome products, but I'm going to focus on this bike that Kaylee and I got that you can see I'm setting up here in the video. It took Kaylee and I mostly me, about 35 minutes to get this bike set up from right out of the box. And I'm going to tell you some of the details about this bike in particular. It's got a payload capacity of 350 pounds. It's ran by a 750 watt gear hub motor. It's got a 48 volt, 17.5 AH Samsung LG battery. And on one charge, this bike can go from 35 to 60 miles, obviously depending on terrain and how much juice you're actually using. It's got a max speed of 25 miles an hour, and it's got the whole thing has an aluminum frame. It only takes this e-bike 6 to 7 hours to fully charge, and with that full charge, you can get, like I said, up to 60 miles, depending on the terrain you're on and how much you assist the bike in pedaling. So right in the center of your handlebars, you have a multifunctional LCD display that shows your battery capacity, a fuel gauge for your electrons, your pedal assist level. It's got a USB charging port so you can charge your cell phone, or if you have a GoPro or something with you, you can charge that as well. It's got an odometer that can calculate how many miles you've ridden. It's got a speedometer, obviously, that can show you your current speed or your max speed or your average speed. It's got a watt meter as well that displays your motor power output in real time, so you can kind of gauge, depending on your output, how far you're going to make it on that current battery charge. It's got 26-inch by 4-inch Kenda fat tires, which is one of the biggest selling points of this bike and use. Like Kaylee and I will be using it on different types of terrain, rocky terrain, muddy terrain, in the woods. They have a K-Shield fat tire, which provides upgraded grip and traction on rugged roads. Even on the most challenging terrains and weather conditions, these fat tires can guarantee your safety and offer you an easy and smooth riding experience. It's got a 7-speed gear shift system as well as a 180 millimeter mechanical disc brake that both the front and rear mechanical disc brakes provide ample stopping power even the harshest of conditions. And I put them to the test the other day. I was riding in some wintry, snowy, rainy type weather, and I had some ice built up, and those brakes were no problem. You know, the bike braked at all times. It's got a front fork coil suspension. This e-bike has an independent R&D luminosity spotlight, which is 20% brighter than an LED light of the same kind. Visibility is improved to guarantee your safety while riding at night. It's got a Velo saddle seat. It's comfortable and features design specifically made for pressure relief. It's got durable aluminum crankset, guards to provide further protection to the chain ring and help the chainstay to travel over the terrain. It's got a half twist throttle, which prevents the accidental activation, protecting you from accidental injuries. And it also sports a rear rack. The rear rack with pre-installed hardware is quick and easy to be installed, and you can bring your friends along for the ride. So this bike holds a heck of a payload, up to 350 pounds. So you could, put an individual on the back with you, or even carry things with you if that's what you're wanting to do. Okay, so after using this bike now for the last month and a half, I want to give you my honest opinion on it. It's an awesome electric bike. It's one that's going to be absolutely perfect for turkey hunting. I can put a sling on my shotgun, and, I can take my shotgun on this bike no problem and sneak into places, get up close to turkeys on the roost, and not worry about the sound aspect of my Gator, Honda, or four-wheeler. Pretty much what is really nice about this e-bike is just slipping in undetected and with minimal disruption to the ground or fields. I can go right out across wet fields and not put big ruts in it. Overall, for the price point, I think they're an awesome buy, and they're good for exercise too. If you want to turn off the E part and just do pedaling, you can do that and get some good exercise. So I would highly recommend them. If you guys are interested, feel free to check them out on the website and use the link in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. So Himiway has more than 200 offline dealer stores in the United States, and there will be more diverse events in the future. If you hesitate to purchase just by watching this video, you can always visit an offline dealer to actually ride one of these e-bikes and get a feel for them yourselves. I would highly recommend looking up a dealer near you and giving them a try.